Hello and welcome back to the Unexpected Podcast. I hope you guys had a Happy New Year's and a Merry Christmas. I'm your host, Carter Nachtrab, along with...
I'm Frank Buzalaki.
So today we're actually going to do something different than what we have been doing. And we're basically just going to do some talk about life. And then we got a couple segments to cover as well. So Frank,
Yes, Carter?
what is something that you really want to achieve in 2022?
Here in 22, I want to make my short film, and we talked a little bit about that in our first episode. So I'm hoping to at least get startup work done on that this year, and maybe even be able to produce it by next year.
Okay. So you really want...
How about you?
So you want to really get through making your film? And to let the audience know, what was the name of the film again?
The film is called Driven.
Driven. Yeah, I'm excited to see if we can get that going for you to really help you achieve that.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. For me, I divide life into 6 different categories. So you got your wealth/finance, you got your health, you got your relationships, which includes your family, your friends, and other loved ones. Then you got your spiritual, your where you want to go on the spiritual side, whether that's religion or if you're into stone therapies and stuff, or if you want to go. So it's those 4, and then I also like to cover personal development, like how to develop ourselves into a better version of us. And then the other one is your business/career. So where you want to take your business and where you want to take your career from there. So I have certain habits and goals in all different categories.
That's awesome.
So
I don't do that.
Yeah, it's a good thing. It's called a one-page business plan, and it's something that you can look at every single day. And by doing that, it will remind me every single day on what I want to do with my life.
Yeah, that's awesome. Business plans are awesome.
So, it's simple. I suggest a lot of people go do it. I actually just made a video for Opencast Studios not too long ago, kind of covering a bit of it, a bit of more of the details to go into it and why to start a business plan for your year.
Yeah, in my classes, they were talking about business plans and like vision boards and stuff like that. Kind of help yourself stay motivated on target on where you want to be.
So do you have to make a vision board?
No, I don't have to make one. But they just kind of gave us the rundown that it's a good idea to make one. So that way you can grow yourself and you can stay motivated on what your end goal is.
Sweet. So you want to make one though?
I'm probably going to make one here, in the near future.
What would you put on it?
That's the first thing I got to find out, exactly where I want to be in the future.
So, like, your lifestyle, what you want to be doing for your business, or more so?
So, basically, the way they explained it is what you want to do is you want to put this board, you want to put your end goal on one end of the board, where you're at now, and basically just put a bunch of little tiny, like, baby steps in between that end goal and where you are now. You don't want to put goals that are so huge they're unattainable right off the bat. So, if your goal is to become a nurse or something like that, but you're super busy, don't have any time, well, start taking one class a week or whatever, one class a semester.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I believe the most important part is just to start. That is the most important part, because whether we have big goals or small goals in life, you're not going to get anywhere unless you take that first step.
Yep.
I feel like a lot of people spend too much time, just like saying they're gonna do something, and they're like, oh, they come up with excuses, and they're like, I can't do it because this. I can't do it because I don't know how to. But the point is to start and learn along the way is what I believe.
Yeah, it's a good way to do it.
So, what kind of risks or exciting things do you want to do for the year 2022?
Risks are exciting. When you say risks, are you talking about like financial risk? What kind of risk are we talking? Like adrenaline risks?
Yeah, let's something exciting. Like what's something maybe on a bucket list you have you kind of want to do? Something dangerous.
You know, I don't really have anything dangerous on my bucket list.
How about skydiving?
At least not for this year. Skydiving's on the bucket list, but I don't want to do that this year.
Would you ever? I got one. Would you ever do one of those shark cages?
Hell no.
Oh, come on.
No. I don't like the ocean. I don't like sharks. None of it. None of it.
No.
Nope.
So, but I think you and me, we should go on some sort of adventure, or just where we go out and we just go to a bunch of abandoned places, check some abandoned places out.
That would be awesome. Down for that.
Yeah. I see some really cool. I'm on different pages, and there's some really cool places out there that I want to see that are just in the Midwest here too, which are only like a drive away, a day drive.
Yeah. Which that would be awesome. I would love to do that. Go and explore some abandoned places. It'd be really cool to go out to like Wyoming or something like that and explore their ghost towns and stuff.
I got a buddy that lives out there. Could stop there and probably crash at his place.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I think that'd be really cool. I wanna go to the Grand Tetons too.
I don't know where that is.
I think that's in like the northwest corner of Wyoming there.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, it's just some big mountains that kind of come up out of nowhere.
Sounds about right for Wyoming.
Yeah.
Flat land, also out of nowhere there's a mountain.
Yeah. So, okay, well, then what about some financial risk you want to take this year?
Well, I'm going to be buying a new camera at some point in time this year. So, it'll be probably the most financially risky thing I'll be doing.
Yeah,
How about you? Any big risks you want to take or do?
I do. I have some pretty big goals and stuff I want to do this year, but sometimes I go through like these states of like depression and confusion in my life. Even though I try to be clear in my vision, I just sometimes feel like I get lost on it sometimes.
Yeah.
What's something you do to help you stay out of that?
You know, I just kind of focus on the end goal.
Just focus on the dream?
Kind of how I stay motivated. Yeah, just focus on achieving those dreams. That's just kind of how I stay motivated, but...
So the camera you want to buy, is that going to be used to make your short film driven?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Are you going to need a whole camera team or just a one-man crew?
No, I'm going to try doing it where it's just me and as, you know, director and everything like that, because in my area there's not really a whole lot of people that are into this kind of stuff. So I'm going to try doing it where I don't need to try to find a bunch of people that are going to be on a team. Just main thing I need to find are some actors, and I already been talking to some people and they seem pretty interested, so I'm going to start there and keep moving forward.
taking that first step.
Yep.
Yeah. Like for me, I have certain like dreams I want to achieve this year, certain goals. And like, so I really want to start my media company, and so that's what I've been working on with Opencast Studios. And I have a dream of taking that someday where we can, you know, create cool films and cool shows where we can get people on opposing sides and we can debate them to help people, inform people, but we're not going to be biased. We're going to have people on different sides of views to really, hopefully that could be some sort of solution.
Yeah, there's a YouTube channel that does something kind of like that. Actually, that it might be an actual like TV thing. It's called Jubilee. Jubilee.
What do they do?
They do a thing called. Actually, I'll look it up here really quick because I don't want to missay what it is. Let's see here.
So as 2022 is here,
Oh,
we want to
sorry.
hear from you guys. So let us know in the comments down below what are a dream or goal you have to achieve this year. So let us know down below because we want to hear everyone's dreams and goals for our viewers so we can understand where our audience is at. So we want to hear from you guys.
Hell yeah. That it's called, so it is Jubilee, and they do this thing called Middle Ground, and just this one that popped up is called pro-vaccine versus anti-vaccine. Should you get your kids vaccinated? And they have, people who are for vaccines and people who are anti-vaccines, and they come in, they sit down, and they have discussions about it.
Is that where they get like 3 people from both sides?
Yeah, sometimes it's more than 3. Sometimes
is this on Snapchat at all?
It might be. I really don't know.
Because I think I just watched something called Middle Ground. I think that's what it was called.
Yeah, it's by Jubilee.
It must have been.
Middle Ground.
Yeah, I was watching that earlier today.
Yeah, I like them a lot. They're really cool. They did one that was like, I think it was like major religions versus Satanists or something like that, or atheists or something like that. And that was really cool.
Yeah, I think media companies like that are very important today more than ever.
Yeah, with how divided everything is.
Yeah, I don't know how much of it is real or how much of it is on the media, just making that a fear. Because
fear,
that's how the media makes money, is by selling fear. On both sides too. It's not just one-sided.
Oh no, yeah, it's both sides are something else.
Yeah. So, okay, so what are some things you want to achieve on your business side of things this year?
So I'm hoping to actually start advertising some products for some other local businesses that I've been talking with, and actually start moving forward with making advertisements for the local community.
For up in Wisconsin?
Yeah. Yep, my community.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, that would be really cool, helping and supporting the small businesses that way.
Yep.
Are you going to mostly focus on the small businesses up there?
Yes, yeah. They want to, start there and then kind of see where we grow. So, how about you? Any big movements you want to make this year in your business?
Yeah, outside of the media company, I really am thinking of becoming part of a marketing company and learning how to market for small businesses and get into that, because I feel like that's something that's down the road that I want to go down.
Yeah.
So then eventually, someday, start my own marketing company too.
Yep, that's where I'm at right now. Is I want to start a advertising/marketing agency.
So I got actually an interesting question. So over the last year of 2021, what is the biggest lesson you've learned in 2021?
Oof. I would say the biggest thing is learning like when to take a step back and relax, like realizing the barrier between like work life and personal life and stuff like that is probably the biggest one I've learned. How about you?
Yeah, I definitely took a step back, and I definitely changed a lot of my views in 2021. I became more aligned toward the center and really started finding myself. And I believe that 2021 definitely helped a lot of us realize what things are most important to us in our lives.
Oh yeah, I would say that 2019 all the way up until end of 2019 all the way up until where we are now have been showing just about everyone in the country what's actually important, you know, compared to these faceless things like TikTok and Snapchat and all that stuff, you know.
Yeah, I definitely realized a lot and realized I used to take a lot for granted.
Oh yeah.
And 2021 really showed me that.
Oh yeah. Yep.
You know.
Yeah, 2021 was a big eye opener on, you know, where priorities should be at right now and everything.
Mhm.
You know, like there's a whole lot of different things that could have been done over the last, well, forever lifetime, where things where we could be far better off right now than we were way back when.
Yeah, because you know, I heard something really interesting. I was watching a video one time, and they were talking about who is the richest person in history, and people throw out these names out there. They're like, you know, Genghis Khan, or they're talking about Vladimir Putin, or they're talking about the guy that founded Timbuktu. What was his name?
Oh, I don't
Here.
remember what his name was.
Not the guy who founded it, but
Didn't he like make it like Timbuktu was like this little like village filled with huts and stuff like that? He turned it into this like major city.
yeah, Mansa Musa, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, guy.
Mansa Musa.
He was worth 400, 500, 600 billion dollars or whatever the number is. Genghis Khan, nobody knows. He was worth trillions of dollars. But the truth is, everyone who's alive today is richer than all those guys.
Yep.
They didn't have the luxuries that we take for granted every day. We got AC, heat, running water. You can ask your smart speaker to play your favorite song right away, tell you a joke. Even the kings and queens back then, they had to wait a long time to get their joker on stage, or to have a musician sing in the Coliseum or whatever they did, you know. They didn't have the luxuries we do have today, and we take a lot of that for granted.
Yeah, that's very, very true. You know, I was actually just talking with, I had a lady come into my place of work the other day, ask me for direction, or she asked actually one of my miners that I had working for me for directions, and she had an actual like paper map with her. This kid had no idea how to read a map, and I was like, what? Because we have this common luxury of the GPSs on our cell phones. They'll just tell us where to go, and we just follow those directions.
Yeah, it's crazy because the cell phone, it's your camera, it's your communication, it's your internet, your computer, it's your wallet, it's your flashlight. It's all these things in one device.
Yeah, no kidding.
Like, there's people who don't carry wallets or purses anymore because everything they need is on their cell phone.
On their phone, yeah. They can just... I remember the first time I saw that, someone came in to McDonald's and they paid for their order with their watch, their smart watch. And I was like, what? That just kind of blew my mind. I'm like, wow. Back in the good old days, you have to put a stack of gold there to get your burger.
But yet, today, people complain about these stupid things. Like, I don't have data. I don't have data where I'm at, or
I don't have data. I don't have any service. What am I going to do? My life's over.
I know, it's people feel in touch with the world at that point. But I've been guilty of that. I'm guilty as charged because there's times where I'm like, oh shit, where I can't get service right now. What do you do? Yep. But you go back even 20 years ago, it was a completely different world than it is today.
Oh my gosh, yeah. It's the technological advances that we've made since just 2000 until now have been incredible.
Yeah, absolutely insane.
I mean, what is it? Isn't like not Elon Musk, but Mark Zuckerberg or whatever, the founder of Facebook's name is. Isn't he working right now on building like an entire virtual universe?
Yeah, the metaverse. Yeah, so a lot of people get confused. People think he owns the metaverse, but that's not true. The metaverse is basically just a new version of the internet. So it's nobody owns it. It's not a physical thing somebody owns. It's owned by everybody. But it needs different components from a lot of different companies to evolve into the full metaverse.
Yeah.
Facebook is taking the top lead in the industry right now, but he won't actually own the metaverse.
It's just crazy to think.
But
isn't it gonna be like a VR reality?
so there's going to be a virtual reality where you throw on the actual goggles and it's like you're in this actual world that looks so real. But they're also going to have AR, which is kind of like a Snapchat filter, how you can, or like Pokemon Go, for example. Pokemon Go is called AR, where it looks like there's something on your screen, but in the real world.
Not.
So there will be AR, so it will just be glasses that you wear that you'll be able to see like a hologram in front of you almost.
It's crazy.
So I don't know how much of it is hype, but what I do know is this technology is not going away anytime soon.
Oh yeah.
And it's good to stay up to date with it so you don't fall behind in the world.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just crazy. All these advances and stuff we're making in technology.
Yeah, it's just crazy because we just seen so much involvement just in our lifetimes. Like, you hear, it's funny because every generation think they're better than the next generation, because like the generation before our generation that grew up with this technology, now we see kids younger than us who have cell phones at the age of 6.
I know, that's crazy. I remember the first time I saw like a 6-year-old walking around with a cell phone, I was like, what? My parents wouldn't let me get one until I was able to afford my own.
I think I got my first track phone when I was 12. It was just this little slide up thing. I think I still have that phone too today.
The first phone I had was I think it was like a Motorola flip phone. It was the first one I ever got. It was like a track phone. And every paycheck I got, I'd have to go and buy the minutes for it and everything.
That's actually, speaking of that, do you remember BlackBerry phones?
Yes, the BlackBerry. I remember thinking about how cool it would be if I had one of those. I remember how cool I thought I was when I was flipping my phone over to answer a phone call.
Well, the black
and the close, the snap was so satisfying.
Officially yesterday on January 4th, BlackBerry's over with.
What?
It's official. Everything BlackBerry is shut down. The whole system.
I am filing formal complaints with the BlackBerry company.
So Frank, how much time do we have left for today's episode?
We got about a minute left.
Until we have to go?
Yep.
Okay. So we hope you guys really enjoyed this type of discussion between me and Frank. We're trying something different for our first 10 episodes. If you guys like this type of content, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Share this.
Don't forget to drop.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Finish. You can finish.
Share this with a friend you think who could hear a conversation like this. And we hope to be hearing more from you guys soon.
Absolutely. And don't forget to drop some comments down about what kind of videos you'd like to see us do or what kind of discussions you'd like to have us talk about. Because, I mean, we're open for pretty much anything.
Yep. You can check us out on both Instagram accounts, or you can check out our Twitter accounts, reach out to us, and tell us what you guys think and what we can do to improve our channel. So, by episode number 100, we do have a goal of 100 subscribers still. So, hope you guys can help us get to it.
Absolutely, and I would say probably by sometime within the next couple episodes here, we're going to be doing some sort of giveaway. So definitely stay tuned for that.
Yep, and then stay tuned for the next episode. We're going to have a special guest on. So stay tuned.
Yes, we are.
So, all right, guys.
All right.
See you guys later.
Adios.